Listen, everybody makes mistakes when recording videos, but today I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can hide your mistakes using Davinci Resolve. Let's jump in. All right, so now that we're in Davinci, this is going to be the clip that we're going to be editing. Check it out. So today we're going over jump cuts in Davinci. I just have this clip of me making mistakes. Maybe there's gaps in here and I'm just taking too long to talk. Maybe there's ahs, what do I say next? Maybe you want to take all that out. So this is the raw version. So you could see in here that there was plenty of jump cuts. I even left in a scene where it just took me too long to talk. There's a reason for that. We're going to be going over that in a sec. So now let's actually go through this on how we can make this transition properly. In the beginning, I told you there's going to be 3 ways. So let's go over them. So first, right off the bat, I left in this portion where I just wasn't speaking at all. And that's just to emphasize, in order to even have a jump cut in Davinci, at first, you need to actually cut something up. You need to cut up your clip. If the clip isn't cut at all, or there's not multiple clips, you're not going to even have a jump cut to begin with. So we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to show you how to make a cut, just the simple way. I just have a keyboard shortcut for W to cut up the clip. You can use this blade tool to cut everything. Just cut it wherever you want. And now we're just going to get rid of this whole section here. I'm just going to backspace it to delete and then just delete again. Okay, so now actually getting down to the nitty gritty on how to do things. All right, so this is going to be method 1 for removing jump cuts. First thing you're going to want to do is open up your effects tab, type in adjustment clip to find the adjustment clip, drag it over both your clips. Really important that it's in both. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come to the last frame of the clip that you're transitioning into. So it's going to be this frame right here. Just watch. I want you to watch the screen for a second to see the transition between the eyeballs and where my eyes move just in this one frame. So this is how we're going to be hiding this jump cut for method 1 is we're going to be zooming in so that way on the second video the eyeballs are going to match the same exact position. There's a couple ways that you can do this. We're going to be using an adjustment clip to help us out, and we're going to come over here and make sure we select annotations. Also make sure that it's highlighted in white. That's just so you know it's on, and go ahead and select the box right here. We're going to zoom in and we're going to create a box around the eyes of your subject. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to move 1 frame forward to the new clip, and we're going to zoom in here so that way we can drag the marker to the next frame. So this is going to indicate, this box is going to indicate, switching back to transform, is going to indicate where we need to move the eyeballs to. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can either use the adjustment clip to move your clip and zoom in, or you can actually use the clip itself. In this case, we'll just use the adjustment clip, and I'll go ahead and delete this back half of the adjustment clip. Now we're just going to zoom it in just to whatever amount you want, and just position the eyeballs roughly about in the same position as those red boxes. We can't get it exact for this clip just because I was moving my head around, but it should be roughly in the right spot. So now we're going to just drag it out to the end of the clip, and now we can jump back here and just play it a bit and check out this jump cut now. Mistake. Maybe there's gaps in here and I'm just taking, that tweaks it a little bit. It makes it a little bit more seamless, but you're not gonna just want one method for this. You're probably gonna want a couple so it doesn't get awfully repetitive with your videos bouncing from this to this to this. And then once you're done with method 1, you're gonna want to go ahead and remove this marker. So that's gonna take away the box. Now we're gonna move on to method number 2. Moving on to method number 2 on how to hide jump cuts. So we got a brand new adjustment clip in here. What you're going to want to do is come to the first frame of the adjustment clip, so the first frame of the second video, and just keyframe the zoom. And now we're going to move about 20 to 30 frames forward. It depends on what you're going for. You'll see what I mean by that. So just use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move forward. All right, so I moved 30 frames. Now we're going to keyframe the zoom again. And this time we're going to actually zoom in. All right, the next step to this is going to be going back to the original original frame, right clicking on your keyframe, selecting ease out, going to the second one and selecting ease in. This is just going to make the video more smooth and less linear. So now we got something like this for the second method. Mistakes, maybe there's gaps in here, and it just totally hides it. So that's method number 2 for removing jump cuts in Davinci. All right, so moving on to method number 3, you're actually not going to even need your adjustment clip. So we're going to go ahead and just delete that. And the third way is actually going to be using a transition between clips. So it doesn't matter what transition you use, that all depends on what kind of effect you're going for, but the smoothest one from going from person clip to person clip is going to be this smooth cut. So you're just going to go ahead and drag this on between 2 clips. It's not going to work for every clip. Your head needs to be roughly in the same position, or your body needs to be roughly in the same position. So we can go ahead and play it and show you exactly what it does. So it pretty much just stretches out the clips to make it kind of look the same way. But as you can see, the chair kind of moved, my head kind of moved in both clips. So it doesn't work perfectly for this clip. So you can try and come in here and change the settings a bit, make sure it's on better, and play around with the easing, maybe in and out, or just changing the length of how long it goes on for. See if you can make it smooth. But other than that, like I said, it's not going to work for every clip. But that's going to be the 3 methods on how to hide jump cuts in Davinci Resolve. Let me know down below in the comments which one you guys like the best for hiding the jump cuts. And don't forget to slap that like button and slap that subscribe button, because we're on the road to 10K subscribers and only you guys can help me get there. I'll see you guys next time on Davinci Resolve.